For this video only, we're going to talk about another one-off album. This is actually kind of a super group, as you can say. This is definitely, they were called M.A.R.S, but it was M.A.R.S, and it was going by their last names. So, we got Tony Malkopine, Malkopine, something, you know, he was definitely another shrapnel shredder. Of course, this was definitely something that Mike Varney put together for his label, Shrapnel. And of course, we get Tommy Aldridge, of course, who went on to play with many bands. So, I believe one of them was like Pat Travers, and of course, he played with Motorhead on March or Die. We get Rob Rock, not to be confused with Bob Rock, but Rob Rock here is the singer. And of course, went on to play with many of the bands, including, like, you know, Warrior, for one album only. And Pelleretti, you know, that. And then we get Rudy Sarzo. Of course, you probably know who Rudy Sarzo is, who played with, like, you know, Ozzy, Quiet Riot. And also, even at one point, played with Blue Oyster Cult, which I did see that lineup at one point when Rudy Sarzo was with Blue Oyster Cult, and he was also with Dio for a little while. So you definitely got quite a bit of music, quite a bit of a lineup here. But this is, the album was titled Project Driver. It was released in 1986. This is definitely, of course, since being on Shrapnel, it's definitely close to being that power metal sound. It's definitely got that, you know, at times it's a little heavier than Warrior, but it's definitely got, you know, that Vicious Rumors, or, you know, Wild Dogs, like, especially something maybe off of, like, not as heavy as Reign of Terror, but it seems to be close to that type of guitar work. And, of course, Tony Malkopine, you know, for who he is. I've never really heard many of his other stuff, but this is definitely one. Really, album starts off with Writing on the Wall. Good track. Actually, that's the second track, which is actually really good. Nations on Fire is what starts the first album off. Jeez, I'm fucking up. Whatever. I'm not professional at all. But the thing is, I never made myself out to be professional. So, excuse me for that. Stand Up and Fight, good track. Nostradamus. There's just good tracks. This is definitely a little. The way it starts off has a bit of a kind of atmospheric. It starts off, but it does turn into a good track. But we then get to Unknown Survivor, which is pretty much close. You're gonna get to like a speed metal track. It's definitely a really good track, nonetheless. I really do. This one and Writing on the Wall are two of my favorite tracks off this album. Other than that, You and I, it's an okay. Again, I think there is some good tracks on here, but I think the thing is, there's at times I think it feels a little filler. There's some filler on this album. To me, Writing on the Wall and An Unknown Survivor are two of my favorite tracks off this, and actually, for some reason, I like the two really good tracks off the album. Writing on the Wall has a bit of a Dio feel to it. And at times, even Rob Rock kind of reminds me a little bit of Ronnie James Dio on this song. Of course, you get Unknown Survivor, which is more kind of something similar to Vicious Rumors and Wild Dogs and such. It's kind of close to that. While Writing on the Wall just feels something like that would be on like Dio's Last in Line. Definitely got some of that sound on here. Overall, this isn't a bad album. To me, those are my two personal favorite tracks, often the ones that really take the cake when it comes to this album. But other than that, the other, Nations on Fire, again, I'm like fucking up real bad here. But there seems to be another way that's good, even Nostradamus. I'm not gonna hold this video up too long. It's again, even after the many listens I give it, I think for some reason at times there's just parts where it just doesn't seem to grab me quite a bit. It's good, but it's not nearly very earth-shattering stuff. And I think that seems to be the case with even most supergroups. So I'm just gonna quit right here. If you have heard this album, what are your thoughts? If you have any thoughts, you can post your comments down below. You might even bring up some tracks that might have, that might make me want to re-listen to one of these songs. So, with that, and after this, they went on to do their other shit, They went on scattered. So, there's Happy the Fresh saying, let's move on to the next band.